Welcome back to AI from Zero to Hero, Episode 5. If you followed this series, you now know what AI is, how machines learn, how neural networks think, and how NLP lets AI understand language. Today, we cover the episode that most people find the most immediately life-changing: generative AI. AI that doesn't just analyze, AI that creates images that were never photographed, videos that were never filmed, music that was never composed, code that was never typed, all from a single line of text. The creative world changed forever around 2022. And in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's go. Look at the image on the left side of your screen. That image doesn't exist anywhere in the real world. No photographer took it. No human drew it. No studio produced it. Someone typed a single sentence. Astronaut riding a horse on Mars. Cinematic, 8K quality. And an AI generated that image in 4 seconds. Let that sink in for a moment. For seconds. One sentence. A photorealistic image. And this is just the beginning. Because look at what generative AI can now create. Text to image, DALL, E3, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion. Type a description. Get a professional image. Instantly. Text to video, Sora, Runway Gen 3. Type a scene description. Get a full HD video clip. Text to music, Suno, Udio. Describe a genre and mood. Get a complete song with vocals. Text to code, GitHub Copilot, Cursor. Describe what you want. Get working code. Text to voice, 11 Labs, Muff. Type a script. Get it read in a cloned voice. This is the shift that defines our era. AI was previously about analyzing things that already exist, classifying, predicting, understanding. Generative AI is about creating things that didn't exist before, from nothing but a text prompt. Let's start with text, the foundation of it all. How does AI write? At the most fundamental level, it does one thing: predict the next word. Look at the example on screen. The sentence is, "The weather in Mumbai today is very ____." The model looks at every word it has ever seen in training, trillions of tokens, and calculates the probability of what comes next. Hot, 78% likely. Humid, 65% likely. Nice, 42% likely. Rainy, 38% likely. Cold, 12% likely. It picks hot. Now the sentence is, "The weather in Mumbai today is very hot ____." And it runs the prediction again. What word comes after very hot when talking about Mumbai? Maybe and, as in hot and humid. Then it predicts the next word. And the next, one token at a time, until the response is complete. This is all that text generation is. Next word prediction, running millions of times, guided by an internal model of the world, built from training on the entire internet. Now, here's a setting you should know about. Temperature. This controls how creative the AI is. Low temperature. The model always picks the highest probability word. Safe. Predictable. Useful for factual tasks. High temperature. The model deliberately picks less likely words. Creative. Surprising. Sometimes nonsensical. When you ask ChatGPT to write a poem, it uses high temperature. When you ask it to calculate something, it uses low temperature. And the scale of what's happening? ChatGPT processes over 200 billion tokens every single day. A 5-paragraph essay takes about 3 seconds. The cost? About a fraction of a rupee per 1,000 words. Now let's talk about something that genuinely feels like magic until you understand it. AI image generation. How does a model turn the words "Samurai cat in neon Tokyo" into a photorealistic image? The answer is a technique called diffusion. And here's how it works in 4 steps. Step 1. You type a prompt. A samurai cat in neon Tokyo, raining, photorealistic, 8K. Step 2. The AI starts with pure noise. Literally random pixels. Static. Like a broken TV screen. Step 3. Denoising, step by step. The AI runs approximately 50 denoising steps. In each step, it slightly reduces the noise and adds structure, guided by your text prompt. How does it know what structure to add? It uses a separate model called CLIP that learned the relationship between text and images from 400 million image caption pairs. Step by step, the noise becomes an image. Step 1, still mostly noise, faint shapes. Step 10, you can see outlines. Step 30, clear composition emerging. Step 50, full photorealistic image. Step 4, final image. Done. in 4 seconds. And the tools available today? DALL E3 by OpenAI, the best at following precise prompts accurately. Built into ChatGPT Plus. Midjourney, the most artistically beautiful outputs. The tool most professional designers use. Stable Diffusion, completely open source and free. You can run it on your own laptop. Fully customizable. Adobe Firefly, specifically trained on licensed images. Safe for commercial use without copyright issues. The era of, I need to hire a graphic designer for every image is over for many use cases. I want to spend time on this slide because this might be the single most practically valuable skill in the AI age. Prompt engineering, the art of knowing how to talk to AI to get extraordinary results. Let me show you the difference with 2 prompts. Bad prompt. Write something about AI. What do you get? A vague, generic paragraph that could have been written about anything. Output quality, 3 out of 10. Great prompt. You are a tech journalist writing for Forbes. Write a 200-word introduction for a YouTube video about AI for IT admins aged 30 to 45. Tone, conversational, not academic. Include 1 surprising statistic in the first sentence. What do you get? A sharp, targeted, hook-driven intro. Perfectly calibrated for your audience. Output quality, 9 out of 10. Same AI. Completely different result. Because of the prompt. Here are my 5 rules for great prompts. Rule 1. Give AI a role. You are a senior Intune admin with 10 years of experience. Giving AI a persona dramatically improves output quality. Rule 2. Specify format. Respond with 3 bullet points under H2 headings. AI will follow formatting instructions precisely. Rule 3. Set the audience. Explain this to a non-technical finance manager who has never heard of Azure. Audience specification changes vocabulary, depth, and tone. Rule 4. Define length. Write exactly 150 words. AI respects length constraints well. Rule 5. Add context. I am presenting this to my CTO on Friday. The company has 500 employees on Microsoft 365. Context makes AI's output specific to your situation. Now here's why this matters professionally. Companies are currently hiring prompt engineers at salaries of $200,000 to $300,000 per year. The skill has monetary value. And IT admins who master prompting for PowerShell generation, incident reports, policy documentation, and user communications will produce in 1 hour what used to take a day. Now let me speak directly to every IT professional and developer watching this. This slide might be the most important in this entire series for you personally. AI for code. Look at the code editor on screen. That's a Python script connecting to Azure AD to list all Intune enrolled devices. GitHub Copilot wrote the entire function, not snippets, not suggestions. The complete, working function, based on a single comment. Connect to Azure AD and list all Intune devices. Just like that. Now look at the stats on the right. GitHub Copilot makes developers 55% faster at writing code. At Microsoft, and this is a real statistic, they've publicly shared, 46% of all new code written is now AI-generated. Nearly half of Microsoft's code is written by AI. 1 million paid subscribers in year 1, at $19 per month. And Microsoft's own data shows, developers who use Copilot say it pays for itself in less than 1 hour of time saved per month. For Intune and Microsoft 365 admins specifically, here's what you can do right now. Ask Copilot or ChatGPT to write PowerShell scripts. For device compliance, conditional access, or bulk operations, ask it to generate Graph API calls. For custom reporting, ask it to write KQL queries. For Microsoft Sentinel or log analytics, these tasks that used to take hours of documentation reading, now they take minutes. If you're not using AI for scripting yet, you're working harder than you need to. Let me take you into 2 creative domains that are being completely transformed. Music and video. AI music. Tools like Suno and Udio can generate full, studio-quality songs with vocals from a text description. I'm not talking about background music. I mean a complete 3-minute song with verse, chorus, bridge, specific instruments, a specific BPM, and lyrics on the theme you specify. Bollywood upbeat dance track with tabla and synthesizer about falling in love in Mumbai monsoon. 30 seconds later. full song, professional quality. You need zero music theory, zero instruments, zero studio time. And Suno offers commercial licenses, meaning you can use these songs in your YouTube videos, ads, or products. The implications for content creators, advertisers, and filmmakers are enormous. Now AI video. OpenAI's Sora and Runway Gen 3 can generate photorealistic video clips from text prompts. Cinematic drone shot over Mumbai at sunset. Golden hour, 4K, smooth camera movement. Up to 60 seconds of HD video. With realistic physics, realistic lighting, realistic motion, and the rapid iteration capability. If you don't like the shot, adjust the prompt. Generate again. Seconds later. Here's the real-world impact. A single person with a laptop can now produce what a film studio with a 10-crore budget produced 5 years ago. This is democratizing storytelling in ways we're only beginning to understand. Let me make this concrete with a real business scenario that plays out in companies across India right now. A marketing team at a mid-sized company. Before generative AI. Strategy brief. 1 week of meetings and drafts. 10 copy variations. 3 days for a copywriter. Campaign images. 2 weeks for a designer. All 6 social platforms. 2 hours per platform. For the social media team. Total timeline. Roughly 6 weeks for a full campaign. Now with generative AI. Strategy brief. A 30-minute AI briefing session. Paste your goals. Paste your audience data. AI generates a complete strategy framework. 10 copy variations. 8 minutes. Ask ChatGPT for 10 different angles and tones. Edit the best ones. Campaign images. 20 minutes. 50 AI-generated image options in Midjourney. Pick the best 5. All 6 social platforms. 15 minutes. Paste the copy into Claude. Ask it to adapt for LinkedIn, Instagram, X, WhatsApp, email, and YouTube. Total timeline, 1 to 2 days. The impact numbers. 10x faster content output. 80% cost reduction in content creation. 5x more A/B test variations. 3x higher engagement with AI personalized copy. Now, and this is critical, this doesn't mean firing the marketing team. The humans now spend their time on strategy, relationships, creative direction, and judgment. The AI does the production work. The best marketing teams I've seen treat AI like an intern who works at superhuman speed, but still needs supervision and direction. I need to be honest with you about something. Before we close this episode, generative AI is the most powerful creative tool in history. It is also one of the most dangerous. Deepfakes. AI can now take a video of any public figure and replace their face and voice with another person saying anything. The quality is so good that even experts struggle to identify them. In the 2024 election cycles across the US, India, and Taiwan, deepfake videos of political leaders were used to spread misinformation. Voters genuinely could not tell what was real. Voice cloning. This already happened to a real company. Criminals used publicly available YouTube videos to train an AI on the voice of a company's CEO. 3 minutes of audio. That's all it took. They called the CFO, speaking in the CEO's voice, asked for an urgent transfer of funds. 220,000 euros. Gone. Non-consensual imagery. AI is being used to generate realistic images of real people without their consent, overwhelmingly targeting women. This is causing real, serious harm. Laws are being passed in multiple countries. Copyright wars. Right now, there are massive legal battles. The New York Times versus OpenAI. Getty Images versus Stability AI. The core question, is it legal to train AI on copyrighted content without permission? Courts haven't fully decided yet. The industry is watching closely. Who owns AI-created content? If you generate an image with AI, can you copyright it? Currently, in most countries, no. The U.S. Copyright Office has said AI-only work has no copyright protection. You can use it and sell it, but you cannot copyright it the way you could a photo you personally took. The legal landscape is changing rapidly. Stay informed. The bottom line? Generative AI is like nuclear power. Transformative potential. Real risk if misused. The tool is neutral. The responsibility is ours. Let's wrap up episode 5. 5 things you now understand. 1. Text generation. AI writes by predicting the next token, one at a time, guided by probability distributions learned from trillions of words. 2. Image generation. Diffusion models start from random noise and denoise step by step, guided by your text prompt, until an image emerges. 3. Prompt engineering. The single most valuable AI skill right now. Give AI a role, format, audience, length, and context. Output quality difference. 3 out of 10 versus 9 out of 10. 4. AI coding. GitHub Copilot writes 46% of code at Microsoft. Intune admins can use it for PowerShell, Graph API, and KQL. If you aren't using this today, start tomorrow. 5. The dark side. Deepfakes, voice cloning, copyright battles, non-consensual imagery. Generative AI is powerful. Use it responsibly. In Episode 6, Computer Vision. How AI sees the world. How Face ID recognizes you in 1 millisecond. How Tesla's autopilot reads the road. How medical AI detects cancer in X-rays before human radiologists. Don't miss it. If today's episode was valuable to you, please like it, subscribe, hit the bell, and drop a comment below. What's your favorite generative AI tool and why? I'll see you in Episode 6.